Welcome to our extensive exploration of the Erie War, a riveting chapter in American railroad history set in the 1860s. We'll dive into the key players, events, and impact of this fierce battle for control of the Erie Railway. By the end of this video, you'll have a thorough understanding of the economic, political, and financial maneuvers that define this period. The Erie War took place between 1866 and 1868, involving powerful financiers such as Cornelius Vanderbilt, Jay Gould, James Fisk, and Daniel Drew. The conflict centered on control of the Erie Railway, a vital transportation route connecting New York City to the Great Lakes region. Cornelius Vanderbilt, often referred to as the Commodore, was a key player. Having amassed a fortune from his steamship business, Vanderbilt looked to expand his empire by monopolizing rail transport. Let's delve into his strategy. To gain control of the Erie Railway, Vanderbilt purchased large amounts of Erie stock. His plan was simple. When he owned a majority, he could dictate the railway's operations. However, Vanderbilt faced formidable opposition from three cunning and ambitious businessmen, Jay Gould, James Fisk, and Daniel Drew. Together, they devised a counter-strategy involving financial sleight of hand. In response to Vanderbilt's stock accumulation, Gould, Fisk, and Drew issued large amounts of new Erie stock, diluting Vanderbilt's holdings and effectively preventing him from gaining control. This tactic, though ingenious, was highly controversial and legally murky. This stock dilution led to a dramatic rise in legal battles. Vanderbilt sued Gould, Fisk, and Drew for issuing fraudulent stock, while the trio countered with accusations of market manipulation. To understand the full scope, let's review some key legal actions and outcomes. One notable case was Vanderbilt v. Drew. Vanderbilt argued that the extraordinary issue of new stock was unlawful, aiming to restrain Drew from further diluting his holdings. Here's a breakdown of some of the key court decisions during the Erie War. These decisions only intensified the conflict, leading to further financial maneuvers and strategic alliances. For example, Daniel Drew's infamous watered stock scheme forced significant fluctuations in railroad stock prices. Watered stock refers to shares that are issued at greater value than the issuer's assets. Drew's strategy involved issuing such stock to mislead investors, creating artificial value despite limited real assets. Jay Gould and James Fisk, on their part, employed a more aggressive approach, involving bribery and corruption to gain political favor and legal advantages. Their tactics included paying off judges and political figures to favor their interests. Despite Vanderbilt's financial strength and tenacity, the relentless opposition from Gould, Fisk, and Drew proved overwhelming. Let's review how these battles affected the market and common investors. The Erie War caused significant volatility in railroad stocks, leading to substantial gains and losses for investors. For instance, in early 1868, Erie stock prices surged from $50 to $75, only to plummet to $35 within months. Questions for review. How did stock dilution affect Vanderbilt's strategy? What legal issues arose due to the issuance of watered stock? Why did Jay Gould and James Fisk engage in bribery? 1. Stock dilution significantly undermined Vanderbilt's control of the Erie Railway by increasing the number of shares he needed to purchase to maintain a majority stake. 2. Stock dilution led to significant legal battles, as courts had to determine the legality of issuing shares beyond the company's actual assets. 3. Gould and Fisk used bribery to influence the legal and political environment to their advantage, ensuring favorable rulings and protection from government intervention. The Erie War concluded in 1868 when Vanderbilt, wearied by continuous legal and financial strife, brokered a truce. He agreed to withdraw his attempts to control the Erie Railway in exchange for substantial financial compensation. The financial and political fallout of the Erie War underscored the need for regulatory oversight in the burgeoning railroad industry. The conflict demonstrated that unchecked financial manipulation could have widespread economic impacts. The Erie War remains a critical study in financial history, exemplifying the complexities and risks of early American capitalism. It arguably paved the way for future financial regulations and corporate governance standards. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more detailed analyses of historical financial events and their lasting impacts. Leave your comments and questions below.